Book of Proverbs, chapter 6. Welcome back to Bible Breakdown. Today we're reading Proverbs 6. In Proverbs 6, Solomon continues teaching his son how to live wisely. This chapter covers several different areas of life. He warns against making careless financial commitments, laziness, dishonesty, and sexual immorality. He also reveals 7 things that the Lord hates and reminds us that God's commands are meant to guide and protect us. Though these topics may seem different, they all point to one truth. Wisdom affects every part of our lives. Solomon begins with a warning about becoming responsible for another person's debt. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, if you have given your pledge for a stranger, you have been trapped by the words of your mouth. If someone has become obligated in this way, Solomon urges them to act quickly. Go and humble yourself. Plead with your neighbor. Do not give yourself sleep or rest until you have freed yourself from that obligation. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. Next, Solomon addresses laziness. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. The ant has no commander, overseer, or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Solomon asks, how long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Then poverty comes like a robber, and need comes like an armed man. Solomon then describes a wicked and worthless person. Such a person speaks with a dishonest mouth. They wink with their eyes, signal with their feet, gesture with their fingers. Their hearts are full of deceit. They constantly stir up trouble and sow discord. Because of this, disaster will come upon them suddenly. They will be broken beyond remedy. Then Solomon lists 7 things that the Lord hates. Yes, 7 that are detestable to him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, a person who stirs up conflict among brothers and sisters. These attitudes and actions destroy relationships and oppose God's holy character. Solomon then returns to the importance of obeying godly instruction. My son, keep your father's command. Do not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them on your heart always. Tie them around your neck. When you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. When you awake, they will speak to you. Godly instruction acts like a constant companion throughout life. For the commandment is a lamp, and the teaching is a light. The corrections of discipline are the way to life. These instructions protect us from evil and from the smooth, flattering words of the adulterous woman. Solomon warns not to desire her beauty in your heart, or allow her to capture you with her eyes. He explains the consequences of sexual immorality. A prostitute may cost a loaf of bread, but another man's wife hunts for a precious life. Then Solomon asks several questions. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without his clothes being burned? Can a man walk on hot coals without his feet being scorched? The answer is obvious. In the same way, the person who commits adultery cannot expect to escape the consequences. People may understand why a hungry thief steals food, even though the thief must repay 7-fold if caught, even if it costs everything in the house. But the one who commits adultery destroys himself. He lacks judgment. He will receive wounds and dishonor. His disgrace will not be wiped away. Jealousy fills the offended husband with fury. He will show no mercy when he takes revenge. No amount of compensation or gifts will satisfy him. The chapter closes with a powerful warning that sin brings consequences that cannot simply be erased by earthly payment. Reflection. Proverbs 6 reminds us that wisdom is practical. It shapes how we handle our finances, our work ethic, our speech, our relationships, and our purity. God cares about every area of our lives because each decision we make has consequences. The list of 7 things the Lord hates reminds us that God is not only concerned with outward actions, but also with the attitudes of our hearts. Pride, dishonesty, violence, evil intentions, and creating division are all contrary to His character. This chapter also teaches us that temptation should never be underestimated. Solomon urges us not to see how close we can get to sin, but to avoid it altogether. God's commands are like a lamp that lights our path and protects us from dangers we may not immediately see. Lesson of the day. The lesson of Proverbs 6 is that God's wisdom protects every area of our lives when we choose to follow it. Wise people take responsibility for their actions, work diligently, speak truthfully, pursue peace, receive correction, and flee temptation. God's instructions are not meant to limit us. They are given to guard us from choices that lead to regret and destruction. When we keep God's word close to our hearts and allow it to guide our steps, we learn to walk in wisdom, honor Him in our daily lives, and avoid many of the traps that sin sets before us. If you're enjoying these Bible breakdowns and want to support what we're building, you can check out our merch at BibleBreakdownsDaily.com. It's just a small way to carry the message with you. I'll see you in the next chapter.